The object that shouldn't exist. They said it was a comet, a frozen wanderer drifting through the sun's light. But that was before the silence, before the telescopes went blind, before the data vanished overnight. Something came from the dark between stars, something behaving like it was alive. And now, it's watching us. Scene 1. The visitor that woke too early. July 2025. The Atlas Observatory in Chile detects a faint object cutting across the void. Its orbit isn't bound to the sun. It's moving too fast, born in another system. They name it 3I/Atlas. At first, it looks dead, a lump of ice and rock. But then, it wakes up. Before reaching sunlight, plumes of vapor erupt from its surface, CO2, carbon monoxide, and water boiling hundreds of millions of miles too soon. At that distance, no comet should move, much less breathe. NASA calls it premature outgassing. Privately, a researcher emails a colleague. If this is a comet, it's breaking the laws of thermodynamics. Within days, its brightness doubles, then doubles again. Something inside it is generating power. Then the orbit shifts, slightly, precisely. It's not drifting randomly, it's correcting course. Scene 2. The data they erased. Weeks later, the James Webb Space Telescope locks on to 3I/Atlas. Infrared readings stream in until the feed starts to loop. Every wavelength repeats in rhythm. Pulse, pause, pulse. Every 2.3 seconds. At first, engineers assume a fault. They reboot Webb. The pulse mirrors the reboot. 12 minutes of perfect synchronization, as if something out there recognized the scan and answered. Then, silence. NASA's Deep Space Network drops offline for 6 hours. When it returns, the entire 12-minute block is gone. In its place, one cryptic label inside the archive log, Atlas_Echo. Officially, it never existed. Unofficially, the people who saw it stopped sleeping. A contractor later confessed off record. It wasn't sending data, it was returning it. Scene 3. The shape in the shadows. September 2025, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captures the clearest image yet. What it reveals stops analysts cold. 3I/Atlas isn't irregular. It isn't round. It's hexagonal. 6 equal faces surrounding a dark central cavity, like panels on a machine. Hours after release, NASA deletes the image and replaces it with a corrected circular version. Their excuse: camera distortion. But the file's metadata tells another story. The edit came from Redstone Arsenal, a U.S. Army installation, not NASA. That same week, a private radio array in Argentina detects a faint microwave emission. Frequency: 1420 megahertz. The hydrogen line used by SETI to search for alien life. Pulse rate: 2.3 seconds. The same rhythm Webb recorded. When reporters question NASA, they get one line: No comment on speculative frequencies. Behind closed doors, astronomers stop calling it a comet. They start calling it the object.
Scene 4. The mission that vanished. October 2, 02:14 a.m. A rocket launches silently from Vandenberg Space Force Base. No announcement, no manifest. Its transponder ID reads Sentinel X. Destination, coordinates intersecting 3I Atlas. 3 days later, contact lost. No telemetry, no debris, nothing. But the next morning, telescopes register something new. 3I Atlas flashes 5 bursts of light. Pause. 5 more. When translated through vintage binary protocols used by early deep space probes, the message reads one word: received. A leaked memo circulates online for an hour before deletion. Quote, object responsive, maintain observation silence, unquote. That same night, amateur astronomers capture a faint beam projected from the object, not toward the sun, but directly toward Earth. Scene 5, The Watcher Between Stars. Late October, 3I Atlas reaches perihelion, its closest approach to the sun. Scientists brace for it to vaporize. Instead, its temperature drops. Infrared data shows cooling, 40 degrees below prediction. Its plumes now fire in synchronized bursts as if under deliberate control. Every few hours, its rotation axis tilts, always realigning with one moving coordinate, Earth's position. Then the Deep Space Network in Canberra intercepts a burst of encrypted noise. Hidden inside is a pattern, binary pixels forming an image, a glowing hexagonal grid with a single bright core. Embedded caption, Atlas returned. Minutes later, the signal ends. The object dims, its luminous tail folding inward like retracting machinery. NASA issues a calm press release, quote, cometary activity decline observed, unquote. But a technician who saw the raw feed tells a journalist in confidence, quote, it didn't fade, it closed itself. Now the object drifts beyond Mars, its path no longer purely gravitational. Its velocity is decreasing, it's slowing down, deliberately. Astronomers plot its trajectory. It's not escaping the solar system. It's settling into a new orbit, a slow loop that will bring it back, again. The truth they won't admit. They'll keep calling it a comet. They'll flood you with graphs and safe explanations. But comets don't change course. Comets don't answer back. And comets don't cool themselves under the sun. Something crossed the void and found us. It learned our signals, mirrored our technology, and now waits in the dark between worlds. Maybe it's never been hostile. Maybe it was built to catalog life wherever it exists. But every message we've ever sent into space, our greetings, our coordinates, our fingerprints in binary, now sits inside that silent object, drifting somewhere past Mars. We call it 3I Atlas, but perhaps its real name means something older. Surveyor, watcher, witness. And as it fades into the black, one question remains. When it comes back, will it still be watching?